Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello guys, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good here.
Okay, I hope you all healthy, keep healthy, okay? Let me introduce myself. My name is Fadil Kamal. I'm from STKIP Cendekia. I get mathematics education study programs, and I'm not alone here. I with my friend, with Mr. Juki. Mr. Juki, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fadli, Mr. Fadil, for the time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Marjuki. You can call me Mr. Juki. I'm from student of STKIP Sinar Cendekia, South Tangerang, from Matematika Education Study Program. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Juki, for your introduction. Mr. Juki, can you show PPT, PowerPoint? Okay, before we start our study today, to be better, we pray together. Pray star. Amin. Amin. Today we will to learning about. Today we will to study about congruence and similarity. Next slide, Mr. Juki. First, we will talk about definition, congruence of similarity. Next slide. Congruence is when two flat shapes have the same shape and size. Congruence in mathematics is symbolized by the use of the symbol notation, while similarity is a condition when two flat shapes have the same angles. In addition to the angle, the length of the size of the angle also correspond to the same ratio. Next, Mr. Juki. Okay, let's talk about it. Congruence. Look at the sample image below. I have to explain about congruence. First, two congruence flat shapes. We can look the sample image. The polygon figures above is congruence. The two shapes above are congruence because like KL is equal PK, like LM is equal QR, like MN is equal RS, and like MT is equal SP. Therefore, the key LMN constructs is congruent with the PQRS constructs because it has the same shape and size. And the first and the second, two congruent triangle. Geometrically, two triangles are said to be congruent when the two triangles can cover each other exactly. The properties of the two congruent triangles are: first, the corresponding angles are equal. Second, the pairs of corresponding sides are the same. Like two triangles are said to be congruent if they fulfill the following condition. Okay, first A, their corresponding side equal side. Okay, according to the drawing of triangle IBC and triangle PQR, it is known that both have like AB is equal PQ, like AC is equal PR, and like BC is equal QR. Okay, the next material will explain by Mr. Juki. Mr. Juki, your times.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fadil. Next, B, three corresponding sides equal side, angle, side. Based on the figure of triangle ABC and triangle PQR, it is understood that both shapes have side AB equal PQ, angle B equal angle Q, and side BC equal QR. The next C, one side and two corresponding angles are equal angle side angle. Judging for the figure of triangle ABC and triangle PQR, it is understood if angle A equal angle P, side AC equal side PR, and angle Q equal angle R. Two figures that are exactly the same are called congruent. In the context of the flat shape, two flat shapes can be called congruent if they meet the following two conditions. For one, the corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are the same length. Next, similarity. Look at the sample image below. To congruent flat shapes, the two figures are two congruent figures with some of the same properties as described below. The pairs of corresponding sides have the same value ratio. Here is the explanation. For one, first, AD and EH have a ratio of AD ratio EH equal H ratio 4. And second, AB and EF have a ratio of AB ratio EF equal 12 ratio 6. Next, BC and FG have a ratio of BC ratio FG equal 8 ratio 4. And then CD and GH have a ratio of CD ratio GH equal 12 ratio 6. So it can be concluded that AD for EH equal AB for EF equal BC for FG equal CD for GH according to the description above. Okay, the corresponding angles are equal. Angle A equal angle E, angle B equal angle F, angle C equal angle G, and then in angle D equal angle H. When talking about flat figure, apart from comparison that have the same length, so that they can be said to be congruent, the two figures must meet the following two conditions. Okay, the first, the corresponding angles are equal, and then the corresponding sides have the same ratio. Okay. Okay, the next, difference of congruence and similarity. What is different between congruent and congruence? the basic things then that distinguish congruent and congruent are the first, shapes are said to be congruent if their corresponding sides are the same length. And then a figure is said to be congruent if the ratio of the corresponding side is the same. So it can be concluded that all congruent figures are also congruent. However, two figures that are congruent are not necessarily congruent. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Juki, for your explain the material. We have a quote. Okay, Imam Muhammad Idris bin Shafi'i said, "If you can stand the fatigue of study, then you must be able to withstand the pain of bad luck." This for addition our spirit to study. Okay, thank you so much. Finally, this and for our presentation about congruence and similarity. Any question about this?
Yes, I try to ask here.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Fadil.
Okay. Does a plane figure have to be juxtaposed with the same plane shape, or cannot it be juxtaposed with different plane shapes? Why? Why the difference? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Fadil. And I think that's great question. And Mr. Juki, maybe you can to answer Mr. Fadli's question, maybe.
Okay, thank you for question, Mr. Fadli. I will answer your question. Judging from this understanding, the main requirement for congruent and similarity is to have the same shapes, triangle to triangle, rectangle and to rectangle, and circle to circle, and etc.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jackie, for your answer. How, Mr. Pradik, can you understand?
Yes, I understand. Thank you,
Okay,
Mr. Suki
thank you.
and Mr. Padi.
Thank you. You're welcome. Any question again? Nothing? Okay. Thank you for today. Thank you for our class, and I think enough for today. Okay, finally, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.